Hello, good day. One love to you always. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well by the grace. All right, so today I normally go all around, but today I'm limiting my topic. Yes. Hey, chai. Yeah, some more. Nsem bebree. Imubia kwaba. Michia ubia. I greet everybody. As always, we back. So we have the power of music and real talk in Abrabo Nsem. And today I'm going to be discussing the evil closer to you and the enablers. Hello. So I'm going to play 3 or 4 songs, then we will start the discussion. Music is a good sensory for the mind body. My apologies, forgive me, I'm just sharing. It's a good sensory for the mind, body, and soul. So I love music. That's something that I have been using for a long period of time because it calms me down, it clears my mind, and I'm able to refocus when things are not going the way that I want it to go. Sometimes, situation happens, you have things that you have to deal with, and it's a lot to deal with. I mean, there has been times I have spoken about abuse many times, multiple times. I would have spoken about all kinds of abuse, including emotional, psychological, sexual, physical, identity, spiritual, and financial. I have spoken about all of them. Situations that's happening, it's not going to stop there. We will talk about it, but at the end of the day, some people will do the things that they want to do because they still will not get it. That's the whole thing. What do we do going forward? My beautiful cousin, Nana Efia Ahenkai. Hey, sis, back to back. We boy. Hey, rather could be watching. Me watch you. Apomo Etison, and good morning to you as well. And then we will have a discussion. And everyone is welcome to be part of it. If you want to come and contribute, I can either send you the link to come on live as video, or I will just put my number and then my WhatsApp number, and then you can call in and share if you don't want to come on. So today I have chosen to go Kofi Kinata Ankwa. Let's just enjoy. He's a genius.
Very romantic, propose the rain, I'm
What about dancing shoe by Anna?
What more is the what you are not going to transform? Diana was wedding reception, what's up our job on the track 5. Other music,
hey, my beautiful sister. Adwoa
I can feel the love in the air, the flowers in the air.
Hey, I'm going on vacation for 1 week. Charlie, I'll go chill. Hey.
Why you go station that your way? I go in the west side tag you quite in the show.
Oh, thank you so very much.
I'll catch you, I'll catch you for you. I'll take you on a date. 15 to be a cake. I'll do anything for you.
Nana, I hope you dance you. If you are someone in Kumasa, any dance to dance, it will not kill her. I mean, sorry, I mean, you mean I'm we're showing legs, eh? Today we're showing legs. Hi, honey. Let's wait. Yes.
Friday night to the one day, boys in the gas on the archie. So when you was our one day, I just saw out to our movie daddy. To move to Mante, and the party gets our home matchy. Club in the up and a thousand of us say what drive could be Randy. Randy, beg you still, I know. I'm Susan Pepper, I'm in the week. Let me just have a message. Measure my million from my time. I am my way. Since I'm a baby, I'm a man. I'm trying to do your daddy. Maybe I didn't mean you without one of so we can be baby, I don't know. But I'm not peer pressure, so come with my baby. I'm a mother. Oh, daddy, I saw a lot in my style. I'll be able to see Sandy. How messy that style is. This time, yeah, you try to be one of the bedroom. One way, don't really need to be mommy. The one
hey, sister, calling you. I'm a figure. Come on, let's
Like to ready for old currency, major. We need you alive. Don't drink and drive.
No. See, don't drink and drive. Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pastor Donzi, and I bring you greetings from the Church of Christ.
So one more to them, friend Pastor Donzi, our hammer one now.
This is the day, a new day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and believe in Him.
Sister Goddess, our hanky and
Lord, we thank you for goodness, we thank you for mercy and for giving us beyond what we deserve.
Just like in the place, so the pastor says,
we thank you for goodness, we thank you for mercy and for giving us beyond what we deserve.
Don't worry, I want to come and
but as we stand before you, strengthen our hearts and light and path to be. God, we pray for Ghana, just as we did for Israel. Make us strong and deliver Ghana. First, I didn't get Israel. We need strong leaders to build a nation to help us solve the problem we face. Psalm 33 verse 12. Blessed is the nation of God is the Lord. Christ like your neighbor. I said be Christ like your neighbor. Back together. I saw your member was living with Germany in US, somewhere in New Jersey. Beautiful, I've been when New Jersey. But now, so sweet. Also, I'm for Somalia, Uganda, Liberia, home for the back. God has been good to me. It can be good to yourself. You to give yourself to Him. Hey, young power, do you be your brother's keeper? Have a good heart, be a cheerful giver. Hey, I so feel it. Yes, extend the helping hand to the less street and the street children and the orphan. But some of them now when you want to village, you want to see but watch our fans. Now you're fans. Who knows? Nobody knows. Only God knows. Also, I am an arena. You don't be an enemy. I am one arena. So for the cheat, you have to look at the shit. Yeah, before we take the offering, let's show some love to our women's fellowship from Virginia. Women's fellowship, like I said Virginia. Yeah, Virginia. I'm a fella.
Hey, wow! I'm also there to say, man, Sissy, welcome.
Says she's on it.
Sir? Oh, last song, and then we start the discussion. Why? We all know what time it is, right? What time it is?
Friday job on the all night, Saturday night I was down. Jelly Martin, Zeman, short and you could and the shape in all the Bible bed. Opposite, Dallas so they snap in the bed. The guys in our new chapel walk well. Double shake, on us on the club. The James on the bar, the yellow Sumia. He said, ladies are was James on the bar, the yellow Sumia. But you move up for the back of me. The James on the bar, the yellow Sumia. The plastic. James on the bar, the yellow Sumia. So, Maria, you look like it. It's like a bar. And then I remember Messiah. So I consider bad. I can't have you in the bar. What's on the color? No, I was so in to move on. Because I'm in the chapel, you're free to move on. But you move on. I go for the things for that. Like I was on a gentleman. Chapel, you were more exclusive. Now, so my message is for me. You take it down, so my bad. I have to see me. Baby, so Jabe so bad, I have to me. One me can't get as a man. Jabe so bad, I have to me. Who knows who will do it? Jabe so bad, I have to me. Never do what they will dash. I see. God was afraid you are. I like it on the one. I am Shabu, the other one. God was afraid you are. So I am not going to say one. Don't call for the other one. Share, you Christian, you Muslim, you careful, you suffer, you comfort. As I share prayer, but not share soye. Company sugar, I saw a bad man. The intellectual, but don't know that son of a pass mark. For money, we will share blood. Yammy Bayer on the check. Fast, it's fast like fast. We Snapchat press. First, our church. I can't tell you no more check. I'm Christian. You won't fight for the time there. You tell you Jabe so bad, I have to be a. Jabe so bad, I have to be a. Jabe so bad, I have to be a. Jabe so bad, I have to be a.
Good morning. Hey. I'm in conflict. That's what I do. Hello, let me play my jingles, brother. Brian Frimpong and brother Ankra worked their hardest to make me this masterpiece jingle. So I have to, like, show appreciation. Maybe I know my code deposit in the check. And that's here.
What I mean is, beloved, a children is here. Let us go and listen to her. All you have to do is to give her your listening ears. She's going to dissect, dissect, and even intercept.
Hello, Sister Diana Adwoa Odo. Welcome.
I am going to listen to Odo Mesa.
Mikokra. Sam Pepe, brother Brian. Once we kick him, Ankasa. Brother Ankra Aquest, Madam Wasinyami Shiramo. Mema obi akwaba. Oh, Sister Diana. I won't fed ya. Medawase panya minshira. Juice plus you. And you know, like I'm just showing off, And some say direct deposit, right? Me juice plus check. I have to start doing direct deposit because yes, I need to like have them deposit the check in my account instead of it comes, but it comes. I just take a picture and I'm done. Yeah, Juice Plus, it works gradually. Today is my 28th day of the 30 days challenge of Juice Plus Booster. I'm loving the results. My birthday is in, oh my gosh, it's in 5 days. Yes! I'm going to wear my favorite outfit for hubby. You know what I be on my birthday, just to surprise him. Esi adeɛ na ɛkyerɛ adeɛ wonim biribi a na wakyerɛ ɛkwan a wofa so yɛ wo nneɛma say sometimes woyɛ program and anaasɛ wo talking about something the capture is like important, and at times, for me, I normally focus on the quality of materials and things being discussed. I don't focus on the quantity. Yeah, so most of us have heard about then with the pastor and his late wife that he murdered cold-blooded, and we have so many people, everybody sharing their view on it, and some of the motivational speaker using that as a teaching tool, but every time I talk in terms of our understanding and emotional intelligence is different. Not everyone is going to get it because like when you have people who themselves are the same way as the pastor, they will not care. They don't care because it's not them receiving the pain. It's not them going through the emotional and the psychological abuse, and then the physical and every other aspect of abuse. We have been talking about abuse for months and years, but the thing is, because we have these three things within our community, society, it's going to continue to happen. This lady, may God rest her soul, is not going to be the last to die through domestic violence. And, you know, I'm being real. She's not the first to die through domestic violence. The method of her husband went about is totally abnormal for people within our society and community, because normally you don't hear that, you know, a Ghanaian husband or a Ghanaian man shot their partner to death. You know, they normally go with other stuff. And it's really sad that it happened, because he said it himself that he was going to do it. The brother-in-law took it seriously, but the victim, which is the deceased, did not take it seriously, because she's numb. She's used to him saying things like that and nothing ever happens. So at times, we want to save people that cannot be saved. But this time around, he followed through his threats, and it came out of, like, you know, it's shocking. Another thing that we have to understand, that when it comes to human beings, we tend to divide ourselves. Like when it comes to doctors, we look at them in a different aspect. Teachers, we look at teachers in a different aspect. Pastors, we look at them in a different aspect, and so many and so forth. But what most of us fail to understand and recognize is that we are all human beings. We have emotions. And some of us, our emotions are the most dangerous, deadliest thing that some of us can never imagine. Because I don't want this program to be just about this couple, but she find herself, like, her behavior shows disassociation, detachment, isolation, in shock, you know, thinking, you know, she felt safe within the chaos, okay, because she see her brother in there, she see her sister-in-law in there, and they want to do the right thing, but she does not, because she didn't think, say, listen, I have heard it multiple times, you know, like sometimes we have certain people, they will say things, thank you, Nanefia, they will say things and they will be like, oh, he crazy, he ain't gonna do that. Wabodam onye. Ye woni pebia. Bodam no. Wabodam ampa. They are mentally sick. But esan say ye ka nsem bi di agronti no. Se wo yare krampo na ye pay attention to it. And nyoma miensa a limited many people in our society community, that it makes some of us be stagnant, some of us to accept abnormal as the norm, allow us to just settle for less. The first one is giving excuses. We give excuses with almost every situation. When someone does wrong, we just keep it. Some of us will like give a lot of reasons. That's the second one. The reasons comes about. To make excuses, you have to come out with reasons. So some of us will come out with reasons to make the excuse, to kind of, it's like, oh, here's the proof. He or she's doing X, Y, and Z because of this. I have present my proof. That's how it works for most people within our community and society. Openyi Russell and I, aka Ochi my nie, brother Michael Amwa, Imam Akwakwaba, brother Kwejo Wilson, Apomu Etisen, Yesu Adum Nimi Shira, me who ye pa, so want to say, and good morning to you as well. My beautiful sister Vicky Aqua says, where have you been? Oh, afternoon. Good afternoon. We unpack the different time. So, like, we give excuses, and then followed by excuses, we have to give reasons to back it up, to make it like, make our case. And then the next thing is the blaming game. Listen, like most times in situations, when one is emotional, nothing can be resolved. And most of us don't pay attention to the emotional abuse, psychological abuse, the disassociation, the detachment, because you have someone, things are happening to her, but now she's used to it. And if she has someone who's going to step in, she's not thinking about being safe. She's thinking about when they leave the place, what's going to happen to her. So what are some of the things that she can do to keep herself safe? And so that's what happens with victims, when they are in too deep with everything that's happening with them. Opinion Russell, and I, aka Ochi Many, say, good evening, Adwoa. Hey, more no madru even. I see. Yeah, I say yeah, no pa. The Vienna mechano say me call with good day new year for morning, afternoon, evening, and night. So Openi Oche say, watching you live from Germany. Yay! Very sad news, Adwoa. Openi, I tell you, it's very unfortunate, and Openi Oche say, I blame the lady because the brother wanted to call a police, but the lady did not allow him. Greetings to everyone. Openi Oche, metini ewu kana still, meaning baby ewu free ba. To say victims of domestic violence, there are stages. There were different stages. Obi wo honoma. Yet just say adena nyesa edano video na ye hu ye no ene shas you. It's been happening for some time. Now, to say, mefani say uyo ba ananse bema. Emema ebi mu omo yire bu omo ba omo na enye as much as a ma. But most times, the fatality of women being killed by their spouses and their partner, is greater and higher. And it's simply because, like, many times what happens is that you have the woman and the man living in underneath the same roof. And at times, like you can have someone come in and put their foot in there trying to like prevent the situation from happening. They want to call the cops. I mean, the one thing I love in abroad is that you call the cops and they saw if the sister had allowed the brother to call the cops, and the cops came and they showed the cops that video of him threatening the late wife, he would have been arrested. This woman would have been alive today. But like with her, um, we can't put blames on whichever side. She needed help, really, truly professional help, because she was in deep. And her decision might baffle a lot of people, but that's how some victims of domestic violence abuse, that's how some of them result in. They think that they have heard the threats so many times, so nothing is going to happen. But when you are least expected, something tragic like this happen, is tragic. For her, so young, to lose her life, at that age, it's not fair. Under no circumstance, with whatever situation that's going on, nobody has the right to take another person's life because they are unhappy, or because they are upset, or because they feel embarrassed that a sister's brother, their brother-in-law, came and beat the shit out of him. You don't do that. And maybe it will be a lesson for most women who are being abused. Abuse it doesn't start from physical. No, it starts from verbal. The disrespect, the name calling, and then it goes into emotional, all right, before the mental and psychological follows. At times, you have the sexual coming, but most time you have the physical follows the psychological part. And then you have the sexual, you have the financial abuse, and other means. When you go to religion, like you have a lot of like supposedly charlatans. I'm not even going to use the word that they use for themselves, but I'll say charlatan, as Prof. Aban will put it. But I say because of sika, and I say a greediness, confusion, creating confusion and other stuff. That's what they do. Those are the charlatans. What they do. Hi, Sister Florence. Welcome, my dear. Sister Quarantine Denise says, although, where have you been? I have missed you very much. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Sister V Nash Palace Quintessential. Like within the me boy, I me to me boas, send me by me come tackle because it's a me man to me boas ya make come tackle my rough. Oh, Christ has some J and can't one so me da se pan and coupon and shirawo ankasa. Yes, wa dumni ni shira. Many abusuafoɔ no obiara gyina ne nan so, yɛn nyinaa yɛ ho yɛ na wɔn nso Sister Vivina's Palace Quintessential wɔn nso wɔn ne abusuafoɔ mo ho ɛte sɛn. I hope say yes, I do mo ho yɛ paa. So like you have everybody have their level, and within our community society, people know some of the things that they can do to manipulate or to kind of like lie to, brainwash, be dishonest, deceptive, 419, disloyal, and so forth. The evil closer to you and the enablers. That's what we're going to be discussing today. the evil closer to you, and the enablers. What do I mean by that? Yɛn mmaa warefoɔ, mmaa a wɔwɔ relationship mu, te sɛ some of them no. Medeɛ menim o, yɛfrɛ ne sɛ, deɛ menim ne sɛ, awareɛ ɛwɔ hɔ yi, ɛmfa yɛnkɔ heaven. Ɛne yɛkɔ heaven a, me kun betumi akɔ heaven a me nkɔ. Ɛna me metumi akɔ heaven ɔno ɛnkɔ. It could be anything. Ɛne yɛkɔduru hɔnom nso na ɛnyɛ sɛ mekɔka sɛ Awurade me kun ni o, enti ne bɔne a wayɛ fa kyɛ no, because deɛ ɔyɛ hyɛ sumase no ɔno nko ara n'anim. Ɛna me nso deɛ meyɛ sɛ ɛhyɛ sumase me nko ara na m'anim. Ɛna obiara yɛhyɛ sumase ɔmo ara na ɔmo nim deɛ ɔmo yɛ. Woyɛ papa a woyɛ ma wo ho, woyɛ bɔne a woyɛ ma wo ho. Ɛnyɛ obi na ɛbɛgye wo bɔne a asoa. Sɛ nipa wokum nipa a wo bɔne no wɔ hɔ, plus nipa na waku no ɛnso bɔne no wasa agye asoa. Enti wasave nipa no. Wipe ne biribiara, wagye afa. Ɛdeɛ nti ɛna yɛ sɛ okun anaasɛ wɔyere anaasɛ onua adɔfoɔ nipa in general yɛtumi enya akoma bɔne, adwen bɔne, to inflict pain on your own partner, the person that you lie down with. The person that you were closer to. You're supposed to be the person who's supposed to protect her. And you took her life away. Just like that. All because of ono ne reason, ono no nim ne reason ti a woyɛ sa. Sɛ ni wo, sɛ bodam samo, sɛ jimio, ono nko ananim. Yemu bebree yale. A lot of us have mental sickness. And they're not getting the help that they need. Because we just go about like, oh, that's just him. Like I would say, people would, like when I come live, a lot of people, most of you have gotten to know me now. I'll play music, I will dance, and then I'll come talk, and then talk, and then I'll leave, right? Most of you know me as like that because most of you have followed me for a long time. Most of you have supported me a long time. Some of you just getting to know me. Some people will be like, oh, just leave this lady. Hey, my warrior, I'm a human being first before I'm a wife, a mother, a sister, a brother, and auntie, and so forth. We are human beings. The blood that runs through every race is the same color. It does not change. It doesn't change. Sometimes, we pretend, we believe lies, we do negative things just to attract or get attention, and we put certain race over the other race because of where you're from. I am proud of being born in Ghana. Yes, within the community society, there's a lot of issues, certain condition, problems. Problems. Sansuna. Abrofo nso no, ọmụ ewo problems. Obiara wɔ ne problems. But ebi mu deɛ, abrofo deɛ ɔmo ayɛ sɛ, Esan si enim se nipa wotiri mu yare enti no. Yebe ma classes, education, nipa bi beba akoye yes, our class, no. People will take that class. Psychology class, be psychologists, and so forth. Send ye be ya or no na juma ne say. Or bet nasi, or benya no one practice, and also be working for another company, another hospital, and I say be a residential. No bet na honum, no tnasia, na obia or no, why stress, why depressed, or go through a lot of mental like difficulties to come and sit and talk about the things that is going through their mind, that's happening to them. Abrofo de oma dwen sa o se nipa hu hia enti no ombefa kwan a ombefa so a omubehu na omaboa nipa a yare ewo mutrim no, people who have mental illness. Say bia obi wo ho a wo fa aduro we ebeboa wo ebetimi ama wa mente. Sister Mo, day. My motivational. No, you gotta let me finish first, okay? Because I'm doing this. Oh, excuse me for a minute. Bring it to your dad. Let dad check it first before you can get it. Because when I'm doing stuff, don't bring things with me and then I'll be like, okay, do it. When I finish, then we will talk about it. So show it to your dad. He's not busy right now. Mommy is doing a program, okay? All right. I get thumbs up from her. Sister Mo, then me rain my motivational, creative, critical thinker. Sister Amma Manson, Bakope, no size. Sis, I want to say, I do to you also, sis. Oh, me da sinya minshra, Missy Juice Plasty. Charlie, I'm telling you, Sister Amma, and they look sweet, and they get sexy. Go make rough. Yeah, Sister Vivi Nash Palace Quintessential wants to know how you and the family doing, Sister Amma. Oh, Sister Love. Sister Love. Sister Amma, mommy trimaya me the rough, mommy trimaya me the rough. Enti abrofo, omo du omo beyi, eye enuoma bi a eboa ayarefo, omo yare wo mo trimu no. Na yen society ni community ni de, ye ne say yebeka se nipa ni ye beifo ni ebebo na kuno. Yebeka say Charlie time bi beka kire ne church member say we a wunye nyina ye wo maame ena ema wunye yi wo maame ye beifo na wono no maame na wono abre atete onu anya baabi asi wanya sika na ye se wo de hwe wo maame no wo nso wo hwe wo maame kakra no na wono Charlatan no wono no wo di sika na koma no na wono e de hwe ono ne maame. Wahu Charlatan a onu abo ne maame beye pen. Da bia no na soreba e maame abusua e na ye beifo. Ba wonu na abusua de beye ni ho. Meboa. Selective. Being selective. And they know exactly whom to target. Oh yes, they know that. You know what I think of abusers? A lot of charlatans are abusers. A lot of men who supposed to be leader of the church, they are abusers. They abuse their church members verbally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, financially, identity abuse, and sexually. All of them. It's in the church too. It's in family homes. It's in some marital home. Everything that happens, and then we'll be like, oh, but he is a pastor. So he's a human being. We have some church members who worship mere humans, charlatans, because of miracles. You want a miracle? We can be our own miracle. Why can't I be my miracle? Why can't I pray for myself? Why can't I get closer to God myself? Why can't I ask God what I need to function? Why can't I use? Why do we think that God gave us brain in our head? Why? Nyankopɔn nim sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɔma yɛn yankasa yɛnyɛ tumi ni yɛde yɛ adwuma. Na sɛ nipa wote hɔnom na wowo tumi a wowɔ wosi wode bɛma wo bi na saa nipa korɔ na control sɛ puppet deɛ a ɛne ɛna yɛ wo a wogyegyeregye. Yɛ this enablers ɔmo kora mpo ho yɛ mɛbufu yɛ mɛtan ɛyɛ mɛhyi ɛsen the evil closer to you. The enablers they are the most deadliest of all because of their enablement, it gives the evil closer to you the opportunity, the ability to do whatever it is that they want to do with their victims. When you get married now, you have an extended family. Everyone wants to be in your business. Yes. Na bema ketechia waware ne ho fefefe wono be won kwala fefefe e na wusi wo pese wugya no. Hey, wunim de nipa na endure behind closed door. Die yenim Ghana for ema ne meme nyina awofonom ye uncle mo ye nananom ye nuanom ye cousins and namfofo obia. Most of family members, friends, most of Ghanaians die yenim na die yetimi ye a yetimi nya degrees wom ye entro gossip gossiping. Yes. Asam no one tea ni nyina enso obeka na to ho se creating chaos, promoting negativity, encouraging people to do the bullshit after bullshit, the foolishness after foolishness, the nonsense after nonsense, stupidity after stupidity. We encourage it, the enablers. We encourage it. You see, when I go and watch Sister Amma Manson's video, sometimes in Okurampono, I have not listened to the whole thing, but I share because you know what? I know the type of person that she is, how her mind works, her frame of mind. Even se wakasa, na sebi or use certain words edi kan. Because ebi mudi some phone some tantan in someone he sebi enkwasi asem enti esi aka enti se woka asem bi enu kwan so wonka kwampo na meshe because ensem a woka no de ebetufo ni nyansa amenya frim no edoso sen de enye nyansa. The name I call her critical thinker. There's a reason. Because no okasa oluku at every angle. Onye selfish. Yeah, she's not selfish. She created a platform, Ubadana. She welcomed everyone, anyone. Just say, you move a brain, no? When a platform is given now, most of us, no, yet not actually, ye srosi a bekasa. A DNT, ye see, is srosi a bekasa. Say, what take our phone, our return time, our relationship phone. Relationship time what's abusia phone abusia time abusia say opanyi toto a watim emolesti akra ne yaka hye opanyi toto a watim ebrepu akra ne yaka hye opanyi toto a watim ewiade a ne yaka hye opanyi toto a watim enye ade a eyese opanyi ye obetufo na show an example, be a role model, no? Ni akashe. Ni akashe because yempese abusiano enimbeguase. I just can't wrap my brains around it. Why? Why can't we speak the truth? When people speak the truth, they are not likable. The truth hurts. But we have to deal with it. There are a lot of situations you cannot jump over it, because when you jump over it, it's going to drag you down, it's going to follow you. You have to get through it. What are some of the things for you to do to get through it? You have to learn to respect yourself, learn to love yourself, learn to value yourself, learn to assess yourself, learn to discipline yourself, learn to control your emotions and deal with it. Learn to identify your strength and your stronghold, your weakness. Learn to identify what your needs are and what your desires, which is your wants, are. Needs are more important than our desires. Desire can be revisited at any point in your life. Learn to be committed with your eyes shining. There are certain situations that you can learn to compromise, but there are some things that there's no compromising. And some phone and time say oba woni bema wo honom na se bema tene nsa bo wa abeka chen se wonye biem. Yes, say once a thief, always a thief. Obi wo ho a obesesa emre obehia mre na odi asesa. Obi wo honom nso a reflect. Obi wo ho a wo bo no no nso abɔ obi. I have that pa. Me say wo do wo me a I will mebo obi because of my reflect, you know, because that's my reaction. Why are you hitting me? You hit me, I'll go hit you back. I'm not going to say ouch. No, me hit you back. You slap me, I slap you back. Bible say obi bo wasuma no adane the other side and no ye kasakuma. So you be a wunya critical thinker. Obi bo wasuma no wasa atwe wafun the other side man no abo wasum. Esa say wunya nsanda wona asenti no. Nsem bi wo hono ma and this nsem bi wo Bible mu a ye mu bi a ye si ye Kristo kronkron ye use no nipa bebre kind Bible but they don't understand the word of God. They don't. Ye wo charlatans bebra omo be kasa hune kasa fon kasa tantan to create division, confusion, chaos, you know, and lies after lies, manipulation and all that. And that's all they're good with. You have to do things for yourself. Aden ena asa ye share ye ho so ye kuro mufo ye pese ye bibia ɛyɛ anisoadeɛ. Adwoa Odo ɛba abɛyɛ yi nti no te sɛ amansan mo mmra mbɛhwɛ Adwoa Odo ɔyɛ sei ne sei ne sei. Adwoa Odo dan bi a wasi. Sister no, ɛdan no deɛ ɛnyɛ easy o. Ɛnyɛ easy kura. Wakosi wɔ ne kurom. Oh, sister yi deɛ wate n'abusuafoɔ anim ase. Na ɔte aburokyire na ɔte danto mu. Yɛmu bi wɔ aburokyire. Yɛ talk about aburokyire sɛ, sika wɔ ha. Yɛnka adwumadenden a yɛyɛ. I know someone ɔyɛ adwuma ɔyɛ adwuma wɔ home care yi bi. Na ɔn sɛ home care for no ɔmo ne nurses no na CNA no ne LPN, yeah, and RN. Ɔmo hyɛ close to the same uniform, some of them. Oh, my beautiful sister, Nana, sister Echa, apomu is saying, Mema wakwaba. Oh, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Medasin. So, Enti no, obi wɔ hɔnom a ɔyɛ adwuma wɔ home care. Saa nipa yi a na minim mi wafiri mu. Say, excuse me. Ɔkɔ Ghana, ɔka kyerɛ n'abusuafoɔ ɛne ne namfofoɔ sɛ ɔyɛ nurse. Wɔn nso koraa wɔte hɔnom abɛɛda koraa ne ka ɛɛden ma wo. Na abɛɛda ne ka ɛɛden ma wo no, woyɛ den kɔyɛ nurse. Na abusuafoɔ nso ɔmo agye adi. So me ba yɛ nurse, me bɔfa yɛ nurse. Say ni say, adɛn na wontumi nka nokora adwuma a woyɛ. Why should you be ashamed of what you do? You shouldn't be ashamed of what you do. So wo pese wo change with certain condition, wo problem, you have to identify what you can work on, what you cannot work on. Drop what you cannot work on. Letting go of things and pushing yourself, motivating yourself, encouraging yourself. There isn't anything in this world that if me, Adwoa Odo, make a decision to do now, I cannot do. But before I will even went about, I have to strategize. I have to figure out how best to approach the situation. I have to do that. In terms of if I want to succeed, if I want to succeed in life now, ɛkwan bɛn na mɛfa so a mɛyɛ yie, ɛkwan bɛn na mɛfa so a mɛhu adeɛ, ɛkwan bɛn na mɛfa so a ma wareɛ bɛyɛ yie, ba ma wareɛ no sɛ ɛnyɛ awareɛ a ɛbɛtumi atu mpɔn a ɛkwan bɛn na mɛfa so a mɛfiri ma wareɛ ho. Na either sɛ mɛyɛ single anaasɛ in the future no mɛsan aware. Awaregya yɛ mu bebree mpɛ. Me ma maware mu sɛ megya awareɛ. But I have boundaries and expectations. There are some things in that some of us do not tolerate with. And that's how it should be. We need to speak the truth. People who want to listen to the truth, that will be good for them. Those who does not, that's their problems. It doesn't affect me. Because if I allow other people's problem to affect me now, I will not be able to have the life that I want to have. Me need just say I love my life so much. Menya sikani o, na menya hiani so. Me won finfin ɛhɔ ne hɔ. Yes. Sɛ deɛ mede bɛtɔ aduane ato ma no nko adeɛ. No matter what situation, circumstances I'm in, ɛno deɛ ɛmpare me da. Na ɛba ne sɛ mpo a mewɔ adɔfoɔ around me a I can go and ask for help. Yebusa for emwa. A problem ma be. Samiti one me, they say I mean who's a sister ama in the promotion ba nebe. Say if I'm in financial stressor, my first sister ama. My first sister ama na ma bone besia. Besia na nyasa me bo afo. Me metia. I have a friend, a very good friend, minimum from middle school. It's a form 1 year middle school, right, Sister Amma? Okay, form 1 year middle school, right? Sister Amma, middle school, form 1, Ghana, form 1, then. Because I know it's secondary school, yeah, US, I have say high school, yeah, and middle school, but yeah. Minimum from middle school. Now, to say, Form 1 year, say half no my JSS, but to say some first, Oh, say senior. Okay, I see. Now, to say, on say sometimes, who young be, na say be a wohia mwa, na ubwa no kwan bi so you just want to help, right? Now, me, Madam Fim, Mrs. Taketwa, or me buano no, or shall say, o tuescan. Ain't you drew baby, and so if you makumemu, on fat me akan. Asema Mrs. Taketwa catch and say, oh, grade 7. Okay, ain't not just a middle school. Yeah, not just a middle school. Oh, sister, yeah, Boatin wrestle. Within dear Chale, it be sweet. I'm fedia. Me that's in sure. So 7th grade year middle school. So I was right. Because 9th grade na high school. And if Makuma and I was like sincerely like general about that. If Makuma because senior or no. Ha, nyame nhyira no wɔ kwan bebree so ɛne n'akoma pa because Mrs. Taketway onsua ade pam o but wɔno atumi pam slit ɛne kaba na nsɛm mu hɔ kaba nom ne traditional clothes ana mehyehyɛ no ɔno na ɔpam ɛde meli kyɛ sɛ wɔno ana ɛtɔn ntoma no ɛpam yɛ ɛna ɔsan meli yɛ ɛde brɛ me wangye me sika o enti no sɛ bia ne ho akyere no na meboa no but just ɔhyɛ ase tuae me si ɔmfa de aka ɔka kyerɛ me ɔse sister panyin daabi wobɛkyɛ madeɛ koraa ma mentua wie metua wie a na sɛ wobɛkyɛ madeɛ ano akyɛ madeɛ because me baa wɔ hɔ no maama sɛ ma me sika na fa kyɛ me me se bɔ me bɛsia Ghana for dodo ahe ɛna obɛba abɛbɔ wɔ besia na obetua na waka kyɛn so wɔmfa na obɛka kyerɛ so oh ma mentua na wokura mpo wonka so wɔmfa no kɔ nyɛ na adwene so obetua ma na watua bibia wie ɛna otua no ntantam nso so USA would loan sometimes one 24 a month no finance charges 18 months no finance charges into like for 18 months no finance charges but to say one more calculator will say before and no there is a definitely say me some finance charges or frame every time I say oh finance charges are here na me says and the answer now can what dear me that's what chia will carry And then 3 days me da ho no ma me sister ya frɛ me. O frɛ me damase nyame hyira me. Me sie mi aseda ye nyame dia. You know, yinti yedi nkoma ye yo so o frɛ me bi esan sɛ wasɛne me cash app. Wasɛne me sika through cash app for your friend is saying interest a metria wo sika na me de bo ne besia. Now I'm saying that says maka trust where wie. There's no need for you to do that. Was it there be onim se metria extra nti no ono nso free na koma mu ono nso pese oye. I mean, it is up to now, no, I haven't even cashed the money out yet. Because and you know, nipa bisano, they are very hard to find, you know. Intiminim say that she be say me fan say me ho akyere me, nyame pengo. Me ho akyere me. That's how me say me kwa no ho no ma. Ufo say edi asem no be catch me say me hia mo financially. Oni bi krempo na I'm sure say kitwa bi ade kitwa kit bi kura de onfa and just say she will not abandon me because of the new man be a why after everything. I mean to say your society no your community no wo nipa bebre mane mema bebre enya kitwa bi they are evil adwen fin adwen tantan adwen bone ene wo mu tirim wote honom no odwen ho adwen bone te say waye na adwen say on pese wo no ubeye ye o ono pese ono eyeye sa na tie. Yes, this is so crazy, my my dear sister. You are very right. I love you for that. Thank you, sis. First, me to my reading. That's it. After me, grade 7. Sister, hey, sister, hey, my black beauty sister Doris Amua Dijeni. I'm promoting saying me who watch you. I'm offended titi fra bosano. Hey, I see. Hey, sister Aisha Ankra, I'm offended. Says juice plus says the same me try to juice plus pictures na made it to Facebook because me now for be I almost advertise bi o ha almost text me say almost person money meeting about juice plus means juice plus I'm a distributor myself and I'm a customer. Enti no ya me so means me ye bio sister ba me da so I reach it out because he say wunu be reach it out to you now and no kire say o onuado or dream ho o pese wo ye wapomu adwuma ye enti no me so e say me sha ase ati twetwetwa pictures ni bi and say hey Charlie hi I kid you not I haven't even been consistent. My 30 days challenge, no krenum ni kreni. I was just say my thoroughly because there were days to be a honoma. Now a juma me brain me yes me dimiti to on me fair muda many to bet me na ya humache. In the days be a honoma send yes me fan man but still no the results I love. And as I say push-ups me men's push-up up to 12. Mrs. Taketwa crisscross mensa. And I catch them and say say me jai say me dream say me to 8 once I get to 8 now I need to push myself do 1 extra or 2 extra. So the last time I catch them say no makika kwa 12. So I even have a video of it. But video na say me share appropriate attire now because it's me share appropriate clothes there and me fan to hono. I tell you. Send me na 12 na 10 there na. Dear me ye do 10. Hey Charlie says, I kid you not. It's awesome. And like with the Juice Plus, is gradual, and you need to be consistent if you want results, good results, awesome results. And yet a magic pill, and then yet magic a product. Gradually, just a product upe say lose weight loss no eba gradually, and ma boom na obi hu anasa say hey na sister nso say ne why time papa yem penisa and tisa the same product no ayi to say complete vanilla complete vanilla French vanilla and I say complete Dutch chocolate no and no a 3-in-1 ultimate the lose weight ultimate the balance weight ultimate the gain weight into obi wo ho no ma woni measurement one measure ne ye enko ye ma ena waduane die mu nso se wo hwe so me de mata to nutrition bar no say nutrition bar na no nam de me breakfast se me ndi for breakfast and no nam de me dinner so me ndi for dinner lunchtime me di tutum but to say like consistency is very important, because wo ya de na wo ya de so na wo hu results na it's a continuous, because so one koso anye na ka say oh menya results say Charlie, you with your diet no one balance na obesa put on the weight back, and it is that will be amazing. Sister, I'm catch it on. Sister Aisha, Uncle. So me catch it. And to say like sometimes and maybe we want to Juice Plus yeah, and we read the ma and you need kika. But a year juma my inside day and when juma. Hey, Mrs. Sama, one week, imagine, many are rough. My year, Juma, 9.5 months, mean taking vacation. After me taking a 1 week, 2 days vacation. Now, sending many are Diabroson and rap. Me ye paperwork bia amachinya nam da so te ho, because na me ye empemu komodie with doctor say e wo sanko for radio intino to say just for me to stay up, because Nsem we do ho no ma me koso anu ma fe mada intino just to keep myself up na no so te me stay up e kasa kakra fine intino sana na me hwehwe and my press new maybe na paperwork back what my yard DNA me send them. My call delete be a signature a awufu be sign and disappear. Into say no minimum quite me so met me again in the back into me call me share Jumasiana a me kubusa your friend is saying customer IT for normal boy me na ma figure it out, because and yes I dia me ho be kire me pa se no so no the be fast way na didi ha and na asema to me odjefo ewe hinni Bishop Michael Abuaje Gansa Emma Wakwaba apomu etisen. Sister Aisha said, please contact Adwoa Odo for your Juice Plus. Oh, sister, me da sinyami shiraw. Ena mu betimi so contact Sister Aisha Ankra to say Juice Plus no enye anibrisam ena enye competition. Yenya ye ton nyina, you can choose to go to anyone to sell it. Sister Mama said she sell it. Niku bra kofi ba kope. Ono nso eton bi Sister Diana Ado ono no oye me boss my sister dachi hima Sister Yaps ono nso awo mreku a chese ye doso ye mu bi yes sisters ni bi o krampa o ton bi nso mini so o ton bi Sister Scholar ono nso ton bi enti no ene de baabi a obekọ bia no obetimi enya bi we no obi abetimi aye enye race in ya betum ni kanom ni ade. My sister Aisha Ankra, nyame nhyira. Me that's it. Me that's it. Into going back to the evil closer to you and the enablers. To say me buy na me can say the pastor that killed his wife now, anka you go see people. But it's say the media to honor obi wo hono ma obi oyet critical thinker no nim where I'm coming from. Ani na the na meka earlier no the maka to wo ade miensa and ye Ghana for bebree a certain condition, excuses, giving reason to support your excuses, blaming game. These three things. So we will be at debia we use ya. Baby, how you have a problem. You have a big problem, pa. And I won't cost one so no a bedding. Because we are DNA, you don't take accountability. You don't assess yourself. Because now how do you assess yourself if you're not taking accountability? You can do that. Have three things: excuses, reasons, and blaming game. Pointing finger. There be I will be nae. What do you win you? You are perfect. No one in this world is perfect. But our imperfection should give us room to grow. By you move do and it take his advantage, any opportunities. Mama yenja said that be at so be ya dear enye. Yeah, the politics, yamfa politics I had yamesum, yamfenya mesuma, yet in some phone in some time, some nyanyansasam, nina ye de ba. A son say, in Quasiasem be one ma, what the bar, nipa bi ebefwa. Omo mo ya abuses no. Omo no who can be you kind of place ya na wabetna you program ase 8 to 2 from ma oba na untimi handle na woko. Me, this is how I see abuses. Abuses are coward because omo kro omo hu nya den se mu hu the late woman we niece brother no bro no ɔde ne hyɛ ne mɔtom na mepɛ sɛ wɔboro ne tirim saa na ne yaleɛ no na ɛwɔ ne tirim na yi da na nka yɛ sɛ wɔbo ne to the extent. I don't condone in violence, but this one dear na nka yɛ sɛ wɔma ne peace of himself na ohu sɛ boro wɔ hɔ yi ɛnyɛ enti no te sɛ ɔmo ho nyɛ den o ɔmo de they manipulate, they try to control, controlling, they are cowards, controlling, bully, they are weak. It sounds they are very weak. They lack of emotional intelligence. But most abuses are proactive. Omo planning omo bibi obeye bia no wadwen ho ansa no woye. Every abuser obi wo ho no mo mabufuo wabufuo no wunim se abufuo wo so na wunim se abufuo wo so na wonya wo hu adwuma no na edi enti e na wonya wo hu adwuma. Sitama, that's it. Why you don't work on yourself? Some of us do things because it's accepted within our community. Wunyamesum emponi na ubeye kromfu. But it say most of the time no. Ye esansi ye nyina ye nipa no. Level nipa no woso no. Eni kwa se okasa wo ye sofu nti no. Sofu ntimi nni bone. Asofu ni bebre. Omo boni omu di krempo na sen wiasini nipa. Nyansafo bebre boni omu di no. Omu di omu nyansa take advantage of the gullibles, the vulnerable people. Sani etie. Abrofunu bebre ye men kura de oteso no woye bi And so nipa ejunidi. The evil closer to you. Say ukuni oyire omo dampa baako so. Omo di omo ho. Omo di nkomo. Omo ye ne omo beye. Enso na adwen bɔne ɛwɔ ne tirim no na sɛ bɛrima awarefoɔ wotumi nya adwen sɛ meyere ayɛ me bɔne anaasɛ meyere mempɛ meyere biom anaasɛ meyere gyaa me na wotu ne tuo ɛnyɛ sɛ baako ɛnyɛ sɛ mmienu nson wobi a wahwutu na wamu no atɔ no wakɔgyina ne so asan apress trigger no 6 more times. Hey, Akwayi, you wicked. What? Yeah, rather. You know what, Charlie? Mami, enye Mami, take break kakra. Me share that yes, Adi, but I said I need a breather. I need somebody. Many Abema Ketua, Kofi Nata can be part-time Christians. Say. Okay. May person say assign a call back, sorry. Let me hear a breather, because sometimes assembly or honoma will come from Puna. They lack self-esteem as well. Oh, this I Boatima Boatin Russell. Yami Shira. Hey, on phone call. Bam 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 bam. Now make it tackle. Me that say. The lack of self-esteem. Ain't you know person or no limit to or no nasio. Can you imagine will be our only self-esteem? No person will share say. Look at that. The nerves of abuses. Won't you lack of self-esteem and you want to put me underneath you? How dare you? Charlie, say nipa bi wo ho no ma wodwen ne hu pa na che say wodwen ho a wonte ase wodwen ho a wonte ase ayasamo. The evil closer to you and the enablers. Send me kind. Omo so krampu na omo ho ye mebufi che say eye mashi kra. Omo so no. Eya ani abeka. Oh, na te say obesesa. Yemfa aware enko heaven. Marriage is not a fix to a problem. So we will be our full say aware etimi solve problems. And you are lost. You need help. Hey, Sister Lydia Boachi, I will be a promoter saying Oh, greetings to you also. Yes, we are doing in Shira me when ye pa. Yami sure. Brother Nanaya Berima. Me who watch you. I want to say, I hope say yes, we are doing in Shira when ye pa. Marriage is not a fix to a problem. Into omu feel say okay, se be no wɔyeyɛ me ɔbo me anaasɛ ɔmistreati me ba me ware no a ɔbɛsesa no woware no koraa afe na problem no bɛyɛ mmɔ mfitiaseɛ the foundation you will build ɛno ɛna wode bɛma wawareɛ atumi agyina setting clear expectation boundaries having clear understanding respecting yourself and each other ne nyinaa ehia building your self-confidence because it said Wuhukafo does not have the capability to motivate you now. You have to learn to motivate yourself. So if you are one of those who say, okay, once I'm married, things will be over and done with now. In fact, it will add on the problem with the intensity. It will just keep building up. You cannot fix or change anyone if the person do not want to fix or change. I can't change my husband, and my husband certainly cannot change me. But I can change if I choose to. My husband can change if he chooses to. I change from my anger management. Mebufu, na time, na shi, mebufu. Na yese kun na enye kra. Mebufu it wasn't physical. Mebufu na ye. Utuma mi amisme tuama rough. Yeah. The pain that I will be feeling, I want to make sure say me double down that pain onto you. Now once you feel it, the pain I'm going through. It is all the humba means me the bishia. Me no mebufu no, that's what it was. Yeah. Utuma mi ametuama me man fa ni. I will not walk away. In fact, I will get in your face, but I will not touch you. That was like physical. I did not do any physical stuff. But to say, me share ya say bufu no emwame because me papa ekura me teenage years before ansa na me turning 18 me papa frɛ me ka kyerɛ me sɛ Adwoa me hu sɛ ebufuo ɛwɔ so me wɔ ebufuo ni bi wo no wo yɛ teenager wo yɛ akwara nti no you are more likely to work on that quicker than me. Me ho adwuma, but esan say my ya cha nti no be take me emre. It will take some time. But wo no esan say you are young and you have a lot of opportunities. And this you have your advantages is higher than your disadvantages. So work on your anger. Me papa ka kyerɛ me no me hyɛ ase yɛ ho adwuma ba manyɛ ho adwuma fully. It wasn't a part-time thing because I didn't think it was a problem. Ɛdi me so say normally to say a society obi kan kwasi asɛm kyerɛ ana nso aka bi akyerɛ no mo for mo ho ana obi apɛ ne baabi afa ɛnyɛ saa na tie. Just ask her. So Adwoa for yɛmpɛ yɛn ho asɛm but yɛnyɛ rough. See, so your community society no who folk na no so folk no be a corner baby as they say you're more mature and we have been able to acquire knowledge and learn certain coping skills yɛde ayɛ yɛn ho adwuma nti no saa abufuo tantan ne abufuo kankan nkwasi abufuo ni sɛ ni nipa so bi I mean to get me to my brink you will have to do a lot. You will have to do a lot to find. You say, oh yeah, your friend is saying, what kind be na obi betimi aye me, but it's a we me amaze. I na we me no. It doesn't face me because say obi ebufu anaasɛ woka asɛm na obi mfoa wo na sɛ ɔno de yeyɛ ɛna responding to nyansasɛm na a waka no a kyerɛ sɛ saa nipa no ne nimdeɛ no ɛwɔ fam wɔnte neɛ woka no ase asɛm bi wɔ hɔnom a yɛka a ɛnyɛ yeyɛ ɛnso no ɛsiane sɛ sɛ nea ɔbɛka no no it will sound like woyɛ nipa no and so now woyɛ nipa no you speaking the truth to the person and only nneɛma bi a saa mɛde aborɔfo na wotwerɛtwerɛ wɔ hɔ no oh my goodness this is a scholar today. I need to come and learn that from you. And yeah, this is a scholar. I will send you some tips, some coping skills. Yeah, may use to. But to say like, my share some of them be brave programs in enyum wa me pa for me with my bufu enyum. I is back. I know, bro. iPhone, some iPhone with this more. What try dear pa when you watch row bro finging out to one. No, I send one proofreading. Obe send I'll be kind and not we're changing some of your words. Yeah. And you Adwoa me pa and it continued to help me because once music is a good sensory. I say this all the time. For trim medium and I will crack a yepa say ebia wudi areho a adint na yese wo bo areho nyum wudi areho a wo play areho nyum wo play enwuma a ebe hye wo nkran ebe motivate wo and I said you might be calming wo down even though but it says soon say be around a good sell be soon because sometimes it's when now the share more a bit to me I build it up into something and you know may no will be any mistake kwadwantwi I love kwadwantwi music rough kwadwantwi you know but it said meet other musicians and artists songs also because say with the frafra with the dear frafra because we play one way sana yes the way I boring and you know and I me kun so no so penyum pa wonim sene ye select hey miss missy say go me ke mu bi wo hon ma me ke mu a me chile sa o ma mani je keke you know enwum de eye enwum emma nipa kra etimi shedding into no enwum ade bi learning to do meditation no say bia unye obi a we meditation na share 5 minutes ubetimi aye no two ways one with music one without music ukọ YouTube and ase wo Google a meditation songs they have different kinds they have the soothing one they have the calm they have different kinds and to try most of it now and then you can find the one that calms you down because you know when you're doing meditation now you have to learn to clear your mind even if the worst is happening you have to let things go allow your mind to wander away and you know just focus on the music or the quietness around you until you shall say 5 minutes now as time goes on no next time no ubeye no ubetimi the 5 minutes aka ho until in due time no utimi ye no 15 minutes to half an hour to 45 minutes or an hour like I have done 1 hour and sometimes after like 1 hour I will fall asleep and then I'll wake up 2, 3, 4 hours later and I'll feel better, So meditation music work very well. Also like learning to self-regulate yourself, self-taught. Self-talk. You talk to yourself. You don't have to literally opening your mouth and talking for somebody to think that you're losing your mind. You can speak to yourself in your head. You tell yourself, okay, Adwoa, calm down. This is not a big deal. No other person is going to know that this person cursed you out or insults you. If I'm doing life and someone just, disrespects me, it's the response that, is going to, like, put me out there. If I lose my cool, like, oh, somebody who says that she has worked on her anger, she can't even respond to a simple something that someone said. Oh, this is how my hair. Open your mouth, media. Or yes, selection man, Charlie, Sister Ama, I kid you not. Why you be Sister Gloria and I become on, right? And this is Tina. Why you be a mom? Like, they love it. Like, all you have to do is to tell him, like, is that open gospels and I say be open high life. And high life anything, hip life, whatever it is that you like. Obey ya bro, power be shisha no kona. Sister Amo, see what you Kofi Kinata, they all pay from A to Z. Or no, Sister Ama Kofi Kinata, or say, sweetie pie, what is sweetie pie? No, whom you on Intino, yeah, me select it and no born a last a man in Tisabia because Ninum no, if you how bar not on my mute, and you know, about me, and then they me select all most of his songs. Yeah, I selected 5 of his songs. Crusade, Things Fall Apart, Adam and Eve, and what was the other? And Susuka, the no after me we are. As for sis 1, it was intended bad grammar. Mate, just you just want me to laugh, keke. Sister Ama, you okay? What was that time I shall see? And we are made deal. Into to say media, me kind or your mommy, and I means me the enjoy. Into the woo panel, drop them, send them to me. Would you just give me the artist names and then an answer and you know now I'll just give it to Kay to do it and then we'll mail it to you, Sister Ama. The last time we watched a show at night, I nearly got pregnant. Okay, Sister Ama is in confessing mood. Oh, confession mood. Oh, what's the last time over here where you program no? Hey, ooh, I see. This Ama says Susukai is like the morning devotion. I came with Sunity. Sister, at a brand new, then they are offended. I promise to say, make and change. This I had to rather make and say the Krugers were all over Kofio. Oh, and I will kind of say, Sister Awo, Sister Ama, Sister Akosia. Hey, Charlie, I don't know the way as a teenagers. Now mo kasa kura empun mo kemba. Edi asam no. Say Kofi Kinata to me, Ama my speechless is Mrs. Adam on Sman shed massintem to me fair. computer my movie and massive way trace and I'm say wow. Hey, minim crampo say by sister Ama you ask some like some hard important questions even to say on recording what gets Kofi to like obebo your mama assembly sister Ama hi na me kasa critical thinker ebi mu nti ase nti ase akowu yate crash wo Kofi Kinata so mate pa I mean it's like I like his music because he is such a talented young man, you know, a genius, you know, and he's a critical thinker too. Like they said, you said it right last time. Gospel songs and we find out where it's coming from. But we'll be at what's in the say or no dear or no. Your gospel song, hey, Charlie, send you a honor, crampy, and you pass a conum man near the film. Pepe. Yes, so I will follow up and get that song. Hey, Sister Adwoa Odo. He is so intelligent, most definitely. Oh my gosh, like, you know, I listened to some of the questions and he's so respectful. He is such a gentleman, like, you know, he has such humility, you know, humble young man. And you know, God continue to bless him. Me follow no cry. Last time, yeah, you know, or pop up and I'm saying, hey, let me see, let me follow and see what is going on. Follow. Uh-huh. I'm very selective with Nipa me follow. To say, and no dear, when it comes to now, I admit I am not selective in whom to like people that I care for. I'm not selective. I treat everybody the same. But when it comes to influential people, like I'm selective. Like Facebook, I don't know, like who accept you of friend requests you it put that you following the person, right? Like and yeah, maybe no, I don't have time for that. But there are some people now I look for them to follow. His music is full of wisdom, not the noises we have out there. Sister, yeah, Atobra, Kana can be very much so. Ninyum bi obetu bia just say nimdia no. It's crazy. Yeah, credit to his parents, most definitely. Now, I'm raising a really awesome, intelligent, sister Yatobra, wisdom, like you know, critical thinker, genius young man, and all the positive names, you know, blessed son, like everything. He's good. I mean, I like his attitude, his personality, you know, how he addressed things, you know, like even from where he's at, kuromufoɔ bi waduru baabi a Kofi Kinata aduru yi a sɛ maamɔ ne din yɛ mpamkyɛ momfa nkyɛn mi na yeah ayi aduru yi a anka bɛhwɛ guy sɛm ɔmo nso na ɔmo abufuo wɔ ɔmo so bebree no wobɛhu kyɛ sɛ wɔanya sika kakra nti no sɛ sika kakra ɔde bɛma ne ho kafoɔ no na wɔyɛ ano wɔto ne nsa ɛwɔ sen ne n'adɔyɛ nsɛm hu ne nsɛm tantan. We follow good, yes, most definitely, sister Yatobra. That's right. Ɛyɛ nokorɛ papa. Nti me sɛnea na meka no mentimi nkyɛngye K is his own person, and right now where K is at, I love him for that. He has worked really hard to get where he is. He took initiative. He made an effort to make sure that he identified some things that was not so well, and he worked on himself. And I did the same. So let me pat me in the back. I am proud of myself and my husband. We have worked really hard. The verbal abuse ne deɛ mene ne mmienu nyinaa yɛto ma yɛn ho rough. Yeah, but it never went beyond that. Well, it got too emotional. Yes, it got, because verbal slash emotional. Before it can go into mental, psychological, but then I have acquired a lot of coping skills in regards to dealing with emotions, classes, webinars, seminar, and trainings that I took from Century Model. Like, I was able to like have some tools to implement in my marital home, so that saved us, because I don't think if I didn't have some of those information, uh, I wouldn't be sitting here, talking so much of like, how hard we have worked on ourselves. So, women and men who thinks that, okay, let me get married to so and so, and the person is going to change, it's not happening if they don't decide to do that. The term that we tend to use, I could have, I should have, I would have, it's useless. It's really useless if nothing was done prior to any dramatic event or situation happening. Like, sister yeah, where we niku nyame nipa eshutu nekuni. And no, that's foolish therefore. Cause you para like hi at her age. But you Bema ni achina to mo, but what that's what he say. He's breathing air. But one wants to the wokɔhyɛ asase ase no waporɔ atete asɛe. Nipa no a wadi awu no, ɔda so te ase. Prison hɔ na ɔda no, yɛma no aduane di. Oni haw. Oni haw koraa. Ɔno da so te ase. Bɔne a wayɛ no, ne wickedness na wadi no, ɔda so te ase. Yɛbɛfiidi no. Abrɔkyɛ ha sɛ yɛn a yɛyɛ adwuma yɛ tax money ɛna ɛhwɛ no, ɔda prison ha koraa, America prison koraa, wokɔ a wotumi kɔ school, wotumi kɔ work out, wotumi yɛ adwuma wɔ kitchen. Kyɛ sɛ Charlie, Awurade Nyame Yehowa. Te sɛ nneɛma bi wɔ hɔnom na nsɛm bi wɔ hɔnom esisi a, ayɛ a na ahomte o, ɛna ɛyɛ. Kwasiewu se pa Charlie. Nipa na wedi saa no, he's not suffering. He's been locked up. He doesn't have his freedom, but he still have his life. He's breathing that precious life that he took from somebody. He's still breathing. His family can speak to him. His family can talk to him. His family can visit him live. They can touch him. But the late wife, the family cannot do that. They can go and visit her in her grave and talk to her grave. She cannot hug anyone. She cannot kiss anyone. She cannot laugh with anyone. She's not breathing. She's dead, gone. But is it going to stop there? No. Because of the enablers, it's going to continue. I kid you not. Very soon we're going to hear another story. It's going to be continuous, because there were more enablers within our society and community than the ones who will hold people accountable. Sanity. Midway say to Hannah, I didn't read this, okay. Sister Yatubra said, I just hope he doesn't change. He seems so simple and down to earth. Sister Yatubra, me catch roll. I'm crossing my fingers. He never used to be like that. Hey! Nipa sister. Just say, Ayana, yeah. Say nipa. Utimi say, when you have a relationship and I say friendship and I say uniebi, that's a unim baby I will free any baby I will draw. We have to be proud of ourselves and be proud of them because it's not easy. I mean, to say Kay and I struggle, and when I say we struggle big time. Yeah, me jawa ready anybody. The papa asɛm bi ɔkan na timi de me back ko me de m'ani wuo san bae bɛrima no ɔmfa ne nsa nka me but asɛm a ɔka kyerɛ me ne kɔ me dompem ɔnso obi tumi ka asɛm kyerɛ wo tumi kɔ widie mu na awura wo dompem wotumi tena hɔ saa wo se ntumi na so and so ka saa asɛm wɔ kyerɛ me bɔne pa ne mayɛ ɛdeɛ ne mayɛ ntumi nso na ɛba sɛ ɛyi reactiveness now. I was reactive, proactive, reactive. Now, as I make na me dream who pa me can baby a be hete. Baby I make one so a be hurting the palm. And you know, no you see idea. Sɛ wohwɛ na nneɛma nkɔ yie ma wo a ɛyɛ sɛ woyɛ assessment woassess wo ho ansa na woassess mo relationship no ɛnyɛ afe na wokɔ pointe fingers akɔ blame wo bi o ansa na go to that level no check yourself first. You gotta check yourself first. A young stop mama catch your hair no man then no man no ya man no man no ya pa it didn't easy mama na amfa ne ho ani there be wo de ba me me de be hia but for the past couple years I have done good. I have done so good. It's like yeah, don't think he will. Leave the whole world. Sorry. We are now Yemela. Almost shall see us. But I say no respect, no honum, a bono. We have built that up. And Tiasiano, Eye Ejuma, and that Casade, and the Encomono, so a koye. Yet we talk with each other, not at each other. Because only who can for Casana wo Casa emwa kra and that is say as someone so I will become even so both for adwin there's a say that was century modern think twice before you act once. Think twice before you act once. Answer and na ube respond to baby ansa na wobɛto akɔ adeɛ bi a atwi wo no sɛ wodwen ho mpere mmienu ansa ɛna watu anammɔn kyale me twi yɛ dɛ this time my God. Yeah. Okay, sister, you have to hey, you going live? Oh, that's good. I'll come and join you. Hey, my country and my loving myself. Hi. All right, let's get back. Enablers, Ebini saying, to say, asem no, asem no to say, na or the asem or no actually asem no actually asem no. Na say, or obedi no kre no obetwantro and I say hold the person or yeah no accountable no this tree can make skin come. Oh my gosh, this Sama, no, you go. That's why I have to put in this big that makes skin come. Hey, that's the Sama. It is Southwest when I have coffee for free. Eh? Hey, my country in my family, I'm in Lanto say. Chale, enti mi hu yanka no. Sa I should have, I could have me hu yanka no. Eno no sa kasa no enye nyansa kasa. Uhu yanka sesen because we can go back to time. We can go back and change time. Whatever happens, it happens. We have to just move on. But it says that unhu ade woni obi ti anase wo nua wo mame papa uncle auntie adamfo ni co-worker na who say to say they are being abused in any form of shape now. Try your best to help them, encourage them, give them positive encouragement. And yes, you're beating it down. Or now the words beating it down because words are very powerful. It can make someone or it can break someone. Like like some of the struggles with verbal abuse, which will escalate and trigger down to emotional abuse. There were like in the first 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years, na mitimi tena hɔnom sometimes mete hɔnom a na mesuo te me menyɛ sɛ mesuo ba mete hɔnom a na mesuo ɛte me because na minhu deɛ nti a mintimi ɛne mmea me kun ɛntena ase ne yɛnkasa without say yɛmu baako ebu befu. Tibi wɔ hɔ a mete hɔnom a na mesuo ɛno ane sɛ ɛte waa na ho na ahyɛ me sɛ awareɛ yɛmfa nkɔ heaven. Awareɛ de mintimi ntena ho because ɔno ne abufuo wɔ ne so me nso abufuo wɔ me so na me nso mintimi ɛma ne nka nsɛm nkyerɛ me na mentena hɔnom no ɛnyɛ adwuma ɔkaa me nso mɛka bi enti mete hɔnom a nisuo ba waawaa no a anka yɛ sɛ medwin positive no I was thinking more positive negative medwin kwan a mɛfa so a mɛka ntabak so enti no te sɛ nneɛma bi wɔ hɔnom a boss baako pɛ the marvelous knowledgeable strong-willed beautiful boss lady bam boss apomu ɛte sɛn yesterday I looked for you saa mehu now so me so busy and because this week to up to next Tuesday me were off and like many agye na mpɛ sɛ meyɛ paper work no kora manwie na me de agu baby ebi asɛm papa ba na mayɛ bi ene just to like get it over with and then relax because if me de gu hɔ nso a na yeah me resume work na abɛyɛ bebree anything boss me that say nyame nhyira say you guys are awesome. I just love all of you. And like nneɛma bi wɔ hɔnom a yɛka nsɛm bi wɔ hɔ a yɛka kyerɛ yɛn ho kafo anaasɛ nneyɛe bi wɔ hɔnom a yɛyɛ it becomes part of us. It becomes a habit. Wohyɛ aseɛ yɛ because sɛ ɔho kafo yɛ adeɛ no wanka na ɔkɔ so ya wobɛhu afei deɛ ɛbɛduru baabi no it becomes part of their character. And no when it becomes part of their character now, it's hard for them to like break that pattern right there. Because one of the things that I struggle with Kay the most was say it be a disagreement. And I say yɛatoto words ama yɛn ho na sɛ yɛbɛtena ase na yɛdi nkɔmmɔ. Ɔno deɛ te sɛ ɔka I'm sorry ne wie a na kyerɛ sɛ nka ɛto atwa. I wasn't gonna have that. Si yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ, yɛtu aseɛ. Nti no, mfitiaseɛ it wasn't easy, but te sɛ asɛm si a ɛfiri baabi na ɛba. Nti deɛ nti na ɛmaa ne baa saa. We're going to deal with it. The two of us, we will deal with it. We don't need a third person in it. But if he's going to escalate now, then you bring a third person in it. That's how things should work. But to say when the third person comes in, na mumienu mun take any suggestion from the third person na as soon fast one thing. To say yes, sister, yeah, will we? Niku nyame nipa se chale time ekuni. Se wohwa ni nua bema ebai se obe provide support. Natural support to help her be able to see what's happening to her. For her not to tolerate with what was happening, to call the cops. And she downplayed it because she's numb to that. She has disassociated herself. She disassociated herself and detachment. She's settling with what she has. And hey, sister Hannah Ofori, I'm afraid you have to say me that in Yamin Shroud. Enti no te sɛ obi wɔ hɔ nom ɔbɛka sɛ wɔnte aseɛ sɛ when taking it serious. Bɛrima no aka saa ɔnyɛɛ da nti ɔfo sɛ it's just talk. Yeah. Ɛno no te sɛ wakripo no ne mindset no wakripo no. Nothing is functioning the way it needs to function. So Ain't to say our words, it can break someone or can make someone. And to say like K, mini K, if we were not, I have thick skin, and then for us to finally pause and start working on ourselves, I don't think so we will have been together. Not in this. No, it wouldn't. Yeah. Ain't to say. Very sad and it's so unfortunate and tragic. My condolences to Barbara's family. Because ebusuafo no ɔmo ntumi hɔ gonna be ɔmo ntumi nkesi no ɔmo ntumi ne ne nsere ɔmo ntumi ne ne nni nkɔmmɔ sɛ ebi ɔmo hia biribi a ɔmo ntumi ne no hanging out nothing whatsoever. But to say this will not be the last one. Yɛbɛte biem paa. So I say yɛwɔ yɛn mmaa binom a they going through it, but they will still choose to stay in abusive relationship and marriages because of property, money, idea. I don't even understand. I know say idea though. When you are with the right person. But when you are with the right person and the person is abusive now, me switch me off. What? Nti why didn't say me tena ho take bullshit any foolishness. It's not happening. Like, prior to Menike, I was in a relationship and the guy whom Sister Amma knows and some of you knows, me G school loan editor use car the ATM card no use for Massachusetts. So I pay you. Them feel say oh you're responsible. Near database say near date here wow over 4 years. Say or call Massachusetts, in between the 4 years that we were together. to 5 years no. Ɔne ɔbaa foforɔ bi nso adate more than 2 years. Nti no kyerɛ sɛ the worst thing, like the one thing that I fear the most in life, sɛ wo ne wo partner ɛwɔ hɔnom na partner bɛfa w'akyi na ɔbɛba akɔte yareɛ de abrɛ wo. That's what I fear the most in life. Because wote wɔdwen wo ho no, na wote wɔdwen wo ho no, na nipa no akɔ akɔfa ɛsan de abɛsan wo. Hey, Sister Alma, you're going to bring my mind there. Huh? And you know, one day, Bill, I shared this story last night with a doctor say, because now obviously my have a long distance relationship. At first, I was like, no, because many pani will come has it, but then I remember say or call upstate, you know, that was a long distance. So let me backtrack. And you know, one day my friend, you know, no baby fine. Now me cry my first my darling wrong number. And she made it torso. Now I'm so afraid. Nti mebɔ number na ayɛ sɛ wafrɛ number bi na wonyɛ sure so wafrɛ wrong number nti wobɔ number na wo san calling the number out just to make sure say you punching in the right number. At first no nso deɛ in the 90s no early 2000 na yɛnim nkurɔfoɔ bebree phone number na ne nyinaa yɛastɔ agu ha. But technology, say no wo click din na no adale nti te sɛ wobusa me sɛ ama number yɛ deɛ nkwa menkae nso 90s mu to early metimi akae ayi Ghanafoɔ abusuafoɔ ne namfofoɔ biara number na me na ɛwɔ yɛtirim. Technology asɛe you. Nti me friend na girl ne sa fa bi. Nti ɔfae na me say hello. Na say hello. Na me say who is this? Or say who this? Now I say, is this so and so phone? Or say yes. Now I'm say, so why are you answering? She said, he's my boyfriend. Now I'm say, hey, huh? What do you mean he's your boyfriend? I'm his girlfriend. She was like, no, no. I'm his girlfriend for over 2 years. And I said, you don't say. Nadamfo. Baako ofie. Adamfo ne bɛgye phone no ɔfo sɛ meyɛ akra na ɔbɛkulu me. Adwoa te sɛ gay wei say deɛ te sɛ yɛha yɛ anɔ bi wɔ hɔnom a no aba ha no abɛpɛ aduane adi ayi wɔyɛ saa ma na ɔmo ne na m sɛ mengye me saa o mengye me saa koraa. Na saa time na men drive na ayi Greyhound mefa bus na ɛne train ne kɔ ayi up and down na matɔ car ma obi Awurade. Ɔdɔ bi wɔ hɔ yɛ gyimie foolish ɔdɔ paa asi adɔ fɛ gyimie deɛ yɛgye mi pɛn o but sɛ deɛ yɛn saa la no kora yɛfiri hɔ no. Nti na ɛyɛ anwummere menim sɛ me nkonkoduru wɔn so na ade asa but I didn't care. Nti no ɛna me maame ne me papa kra mankra wɔn. Me ba if I get in trouble I didn't care. Kwasi ɔdɔ deɛ sister ama hey saa kwasi ɔdɔ yi paa deɛ ɛmpale me mma hey Charlie no be small. Nti me call Grand Central ɛkɔfa Greyhound bus from New York to Massachusetts. Well, na me kɔɛ na ugyafo ɔkɔ adwuma car megye school loan yes school loan a megye ya metua me school loan 15 years and it taking me to pay off my school loan. Esan sɛ nkwasia ɔdɔ bi a menyama a nipa dasani. He and his family took full advantage. We are no Bobby saying, Miss me go school, me Juma Kaka one chain, my school, unnecessary school loans. Yeah, Charlie. Wokɔ wonyɛ ɔdɔ ma obi a ma w'ani na hɔ ma w'ani na hɔ nti m'ani bɔɔ kaa ne so no abufuo a na ɛhyɛ me mu no kyale kaa no medrɛse kaa no kama medrɛse kaa no papapapapapapapa mewieɛ ɛna to kaa no mesan baa me yɛ otuu ha ahomakye mebɛduruiɛ no sometime na guy no frɛ me ɔfrɛ me a ɔno afei na ɔbɛma me excuses, reasons, and blaming game. And say, hey, listen, me no, it's when you're buying family home. And prana no ɔtwe na ɛnyɛ me yo. Deɛ na ɛyɛ me ya sɛ, ɔbu me kwasia. That is the part na ɛhyɛ me no. Sɛ me mayi makoma mu. Na wo kyɛ sɛ wo use me te sɛ deɛ menyɛ nipa. Obu me kwasia mu kwasia. Ɛno na ɛyɛ me ya. Na ɛnyɛ ne mpena a wɔtwe ɛwɔ nkyɛn. The disrespect. That's what got to me. Na ɛsan sɛ yɛ society no. Ebi mo agye atom na ebi mo nso life ɔmo live ano no. Bɛrima deɛ otimi fa ɔba more than ɔbaa baako. Ɔbaa deɛ ontimi nyɛ saa. Nsɛmfo ne nsɛmtantan. That is foolishness. If you choose to have 3-4 women now, that's your choice. Because everything that we do is by our choice. Go ahead and do it. But do not put another person that you claim that you love in the midst of it. Leave the person and go do your thing. That's all some of us are asking. Don't disrespect me. Do what you have to do. But don't have me be part of your nonsense and foolishness. Ain't you know? Na busuafoɔ ayi besua ɔmo bɔ me wɔn hɔ me hɔ ɔmo ntua da biara ɔmo deɛ da biara deɛ ɔmo nim ne meda ase nkoa na ɔmo nim yɛda ase ɔmo deɛ ɔmo amfa ama obi na obi nso ada ɔmo ase bi da biara yɛda ase ain't you know? Me yi at some point ɔde ne ho kɔbɔbɔ nam fufuo na ɔde ne ho abobɔ nam fufuo bi nso a wasa ahyɛ aseɛ ɛtwi wi ɛfa ne tiri mu ɛne ne sisɛs mu ɔmo sɛ adwoa deɛ wobɛgyaa o because ɛnyɛ wo class no ɔno wakɔ school aduru akyire wo nkɔ school no akyire ɔyare nti no meboaa no ma ne ho tɔɔ no yɛyi na mesɛ I said, you know, but me who say wɔwɔtwe mpena no tonga no yɛto mu because yɛnwareɛ menyɛ nipa fon saa na wabɛdi me ho agorɔ nti no me break it up with him no he threatens me ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ mentimi ngyaa no ɛnnɛ ɛntimi ngyaa no ɔkyena because sɛ ɛdie bi ɔdi me mentimi ngyaa no kɔtidi na mesɛ na saa time kora mpo sɛ na nkwasiadie bi na ɔdi me because there was no orgasm kwasiadie saa na ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ awurade nyame Yehowa anyhow nti so ohu sɛ me ne bɛrima fo sɛ me si magyaa ne deɛ ohu sɛ me ne bɛrima foforɔ na ma wobɛku bɛrima no because of his threat no I did not date for 6 years. Mantwe mpena me ne bɛrima bi ana hey ɛmfa me so na obi bɛma wu ɛno deɛ mentimi nyɛ o I will not be able to like function the way that I need to function. Baby, I'm here adwuma. Bɛrima timi ba hɔnom ɛbɛworɔ ne shirt ɛbɛyɛ push-ups ɛwɔ na meyɛ adwuma wɔ clothing store ɛwɔ floor hɔnom na ɔmo bɛsɛn no ne ade workers no ɔyɛ ano aka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ me boyfriend no wɔso me ne wagya na ɔba bɛpakyɛw na obi a ɔsɛ mentimi ngyae w'adeɛ yi di sɛ wo na woba anyhow nti ɔno nti no na ɛsɛ me quit megyae adwuma a saa adwuma no a meyɛ no na megyae saa adwuma no me supervisors na ɛwɔ hɔ no obi ani hɔnom a me use no as a reference because na mempɛ sɛ ɔmo mu bia bɛhu baabi a meyɛ adwuma sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɔba hɔnom a na ɔbɛbusa m'ase a ɔmo bɛ provide saa information ama no nti no meyɛɛ na me change me phone number. My phone number for the past 20 years, me change saa number no. After I changed it, no, I haven't changed it no more because I knew be na maybe lose my identity. Because we change your phone number, you have to call your credit card. It's too much hassle. But some makers is to say, like, and no, I Abrabo Odo n'adwene ɛna n'adwene nso na ɔkyerɛ ɔsɛ asɛm a mekae no deɛ meyɛɛ no ɛyɛ sɛ meyɛɛ saa but to say na menware nti ebi anka maware anka I wouldn't be able to do that. You see, that's one of our certain conditions. That's one of our problems. Obi ayɛ adeɛ no ɛtwa mu na ɔde ayɛ adesua na ɔde ɛka asɛm aboa obi no obi baa no abɛhyɛ ne down na saa time na menware for sure but wobɛyɛ dan hu sɛ na anka maware anka I will still do that. Wontimi compare something that has been done and over with the present because back then that's what I did. I have the balls to walk away. I have the ability, the capability, the mentality, and mature enough, even though I wasn't to the extent that I did not have the knowledge that I have now, presently. But at that time, in my 20s, I was able to walk away without causing anybody's life, without somebody's son losing their life because of me. I saved myself and saved people, anyone that I could have put them in danger. At that time, me dreaming and you would be by my country, me say, now I'm worrying. So, what's your point? Na me worrying, na ninti na me yes, sir. Ninti chesen my worry and come try save my worry. Minim se saa nneɛma no ɛmboa me nti no nti na menim me kun yɛhyɛ ase mfiti ase a na saa verbal anger ɛne verbal abuse no amboa yɛn no yɛtena ase dwen yɛn hu sɛ saa deɛ no a yɛyɛ no ɛmboa yɛn. It's limiting our blessing and it's making both of us unhappy. Nti no ɛsi etimi fa nyansakwa so ne yɛ figure out how best we can coincide, we can exist within the same roof without disrespecting the other person, without limiting the other person. Nti me nyansa kakra na me wɔ no back then no, that's what has brought me here. With a couple coping skills that my mission. Nti no saa nneɛma bi say no ɛna some enablers ɔmo yɛ sɛ waka asɛm na asɛm no aba wom na ɔno abɛyiyi aba no afiri mu to make what you said limited, not to stand out ɔpɛ sɛ ɔno ba no wobɛtiatia so kyerɛ sɛ ɔno no deɛ na ɛyɛ papa. Obiara wɔ n'adwene. I don't know. Sorry, let me force my 10 you off. Obiara ɛwɔ ne limit. most of the time, no, when things happen now, you have people, no, they will say things and do things now. They want yours to be devalued and theirs to value. What do you gain from that? That's how some enablers are. Waka nyansasɛm no na ɔno de ne deɛ abɛtoto apaapaa so na wabɛkeka nsɛm bi ato hɔnom sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ wɔbɛka sɛ oh na woware nko a na te sɛ na kyerɛ sɛ wopa akyerɛ sɛ mmaa awarefoɔ no bi no ɔmo agyimi gyimie na ɛma ɔmo tena awareɛ ho ɛsiane sɛ awareɛ ho hia ɔmo sen ɔmo nkwa. Me no, my experiences are my experience in the past no. Mede bi ayɛ adesua de akyerɛ me ho adeɛ atu me ho fo. Nti saa nkwasiasɛm ne mmuasɛm no, me no mentarete with it. And I'm not going to deal with that. Ɛsiane sɛ yɛ mmarima no bi ne yɛ mmaa no bi wɔ hɔnom a adeɛ a ɔmo yɛ no, they are not mentally sick. Ɔmo ani da ɔmo ho na ɔmo yɛ. Because of their cowardness, because of their lack of self-esteem. Send your sister what because of them being bullied, because of their anger, because of so many negative aspects. It's on them. It's not on the victim. But some victims, when one put their hands on you, or when they start with the abuse, a verbal abuse, and you let it escalate into emotional and then go into mental, psychological, because each time it's like they're testing the water. The more room you give them, they're just going to latch on it and do their worst. It's going to get worse. So it's either you get them professional help, you give them ultimatum, at the same time you protect yourself, you get the police involved, and don't listen to the enablers who will tell you, oh, we are Ghanaian, you are Ghanaian, you shouldn't be doing that. Are you freaking kidding me? What do you mean I'm a Ghanaian, I shouldn't be doing that? So we'll be poor, we'll be a mistreatiwa, we are Ghanaian, until you can say Woma police for them. You decree. That's craziness. You decree. And no nanya wutrimu enya se wuti no wabodamo. Craziness no ni da craziness. That's what it is. Because wunim de wo kan and wunim de wo ye. And most of the time no enablers no bebre abusers. They try to control their partners, isolate their partners, limit their partners. And that's basically it. Because most enablers, they are what they are because they identify themselves with the abusers. That's why they encourage and promote that. A lot of times we do that. So what I was talking about, foolish death, is the ways of devalue human life. Move away from excuses, or please move away from reasons. Move away from blaming game and start holding our partners, our loved ones, our friends, our neighbors, people in general accountable, along with honesty, caring gestures, effective communication, support, respect, being loyal, by holding people accountable. Because there are more enablers in our society, community, with negativities where the victims become victimized because of nonsense and foolishness. The worst part is when the person die, then they come out to speak about it like they care. That's what most of our society, people in there, that's what they do. Sɛ asɛm no sie wie no, na afe na obiara bɛka ne deɛ, obiara bɛkyerɛ n'adwene, obiara bɛka deɛ nka ɔno ɔbɛyɛ, ebi mo nso bɛka sɛ ɔmo nim no, ebi mo nso bɛka sɛ ɔne ne kasaa no wɔantie nom ne ade. Nipa no wawu kɔ, they can come and say asɛm a woka wo boa, nti hey, everybody is going to say whatever they have to say. But ɛyɛ sɛ yɛde yɛ adesua, na yɛde kyerɛ yɛn ho adeɛ. We all have our willpower. When you choose to give your power away, now that's on you. I mean, I can't make my husband happy if he cannot make himself happy, and vice versa. You have to learn to love yourself, value yourself, care for yourself, do things that will add on to your life, respect yourself and the person that you're choosing to be with. Don't just allow things to happen. Don't be an enabler. I did a program about enablers, but I just don't get it. We have big problems. For me, it is what it is. Most of the people in our society community, they will continue to be what they are because that's what they are. Say atitiwo, anasi yantitiwo sa. You were not raised like that na. Eno nkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ saa na woteɛ. Wunyi no ɛyɛ sɛ wusua nyansa. Because say bi a wusha no ye bro di eni honom dia no nkyerɛ sɛ wode saa nteteyɛ no ɛna tete wo ba. Because wo bro a ye bro wo no, what was the purpose? Did you learn anything out of it besides say ehu ba wo mu na say wabenya bufuo ewo mu na wo bo bi a wonwe hu se nipa na wo bo no wo bepra na na se wo mpra no. Enti na no ɛna wo nso de betete wo ma na wo ma nso de atete wo ɔmo nso ma. Unananom ne unananka nso anom ne ade. Ye wo ho adwuma. Sua ade foforo, de betimi aboa ama wakɔ so. Adan, why do we promote negativity? We are so attractive to negativity. When some nipa bi ka nyansasɛm a, obi ampɛ sɛ obetie. Nobody wants to listen to the truth. Honesty. They want manipulation. They want dishonesty, deception, brainwash, accusation, blaming game, excuses, reasons. That's what people want. If you want your life to continue and go where you want to be, you need to learn to do the opposite of the negativity. Do something greater to help yourself and your loved ones. Don't have your loved ones losing their life tragically, like this woman did, Miss Barbara. Hey, Nana Robert Okon, Akomu Etesay, my dear sledge, darling. Hey, we did the darling. Brother Abraham Boatin, Mwakaba, Sister Mami Abba. Hey, Odo ye wu, uninam fear has a wotiminka, oh, San Femeka, Yami Shra, chop kisses, pa. And kwasi adode ye bimu ya dibia but it says, hi Miss Sharon, I didn't see you on. It's been a long while. God bless, Miss Hannah. Thank you guys. Hey, my dear sister Ohima Akosia Mwakaba, brother Big Frank, Usme Mwakaba, my dear sister Emilia Seraboa, me bro for name. It said you can't Kwame, but it's Kwame. Why am I saying that? Say it the right way. Boss lady, Munina Medamase. Sister Joyce does the Phobia. Munina Makwaba. Sister Vivian Boache, also more Kwaba. My dear Nana Percy Godson. Osajifo. Hey, Mami Mo Udini ye. Osajifo. Nana Kwesi Godson the second. Din deɛ mu odo. Hey, asɛm. Din deɛ yɛmmɔ no kɛse. Sɛ bia maama odi ampakyɛ ɔfa kyɛ me wan. Ɛnyɛ boapa me na kyerɛ sɛ menhu din nti no meda mo nyinaa mo ase mo a mo join ne me nyinaa. Nyame nhyira mo. Mo a mo hyɛ nso nyame nhyira mo paa. Mo a mo invite friends nso no mo nso nyame nhyira mo. Me sister Obapa Fatima Fatima Abu Bakar. I hope so I pronounce your name right. That's it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that so far I mentioned all the names that I see. So far the names I see, I think I mentioned it. The others I don't. If I didn't say your name, I don't see your name. And Eja, I'm in Kosusuka. And I answer me Kosusuka. I'm in fact sweetie pie, sister Ama. The most sweetie pie now. And no be last one because it's a normal katia. Na almost katia na chese. And no. And to me suffer Samuel Okoso Yebeba live at Kobo 11:30 into 3.5 hours. No, 3 hours 40 minutes. We'll be coming live and we're going to talk about marriage lesson 12 and we're going to talk about bitterness. Bitterness. That's funny. Let me see. Sweetie Pie Coffee Kina Sweetie Pie is right here. This time I sense you like that one. My boss who can be at na my boy no not say I'm out. Okay. All right. So my name is Susu can Intimate nyame jam me na masepa nyame nhyira mo. I'll see you this week here ebia meba bafa ha say 1-2 because we will feel maybe I will come and do one or two things. Menya free time I can do whatever I want. Yeah, because me push-ups. So say me to me 12 for yeah. Hey asamo asamo na nkasala. Oh no, sister, my dear Sledge Darling, I did now because I will last name Darling. It's really nice. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Oh, I did mention your name, Missy Darling. That's a very nice name, Sledge Darling. Like of course I saw your name and I appreciate you sharing. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. One love to you. One love to each and every one of you guys. All right. You guys take care of yourself, take care of each other, and make sure that we protect ourselves, our mental, psychological, physical, emotional well-being. Hey, this is Harriet dancer. Welcome.
Now we're aiming for one of
Any man, your man, Sakura, not just it.
it's a baby job. No matter that's our voice are federal. Why would any miss one cadet? What about my head in the blood? What the prison so yet?
You're that prison so yet, then.
And you will not be a you. If you get the baby, then you will take her. Not that one, I'll be a soul. Feel so be a wire. Really, this is no people. It's a model to them. Oh, we don't need any inside. But this is one to go on. Baby, I and I'll be a safe. It's a one power. I didn't know you. Mother, much is so I am. Until the next they will pass, forget until then you are happy yourself. Yeah, you meet her making money, building mansions, you meet her getting married. Oh, you true. You meet you about them, could be we will be being married. You pay the service, because you're 30-70, so we shall watch me. And they can't forget to put Sunday, you can you do your best to Suzuka. You can't be better since you can't out, they will hear you and I am lucky. I forgot the bus, Suzuka. I forgot the bus, Suzuka.
Enablers, cripple on mine. Enablers, they cripple on mine. Sa pepe sweetie.
Baby, move wanna be a magic boom. Me and I'm also on the team, and I made a view from my son on the moon. Oh, baby, move wanna be a magic boom. There's your baby, and I made a view from my son on the moon. Okay, you may now get to oh, figure out that's a setting. Oh, I'm baby, heavy hit because I'm off my baby take you cool. And you make me feel your much show up and then move 101 no but them I say shoot Jamaica high sweet hair like a hero. The papa was street, the way I flex will get you. You want the magic sound, I want to be you. You want to with something you go sign to you. No so we go physical, my time on my day. We need super service, you need to move to imagine that. Now who want the problem that's in the
Hey, Brother Lawfred, Brother Charles coming on. You just come in, you miss everything.
5x5, the side by side.
Nice.
We live in the 36, so you kept them wide. Oh my God, man, you stole my flat. The back of the way is steady, and let's see the way you be. What would you weigh? I said, you're not too shaky. Brown skin girl, look at the black sick hair. But I don't fool you, you're not a mama, not a bed share.
All right. Madam, I say, come on. I see you guys in 3.5 hours with Sofo Samuel Okoso. Don't be an enabler, because enablers, they do not build a nation. They, in fact, crumble it, cripple it because of their foolishness. Hold people accountable for their action. Speak up and take action. New York, America, since New York, since 9/11, train and as a buses no near Utima, a year matro, logo matro, you see something, say something. So you see something, say something, and do something about it. Right? Namumi say a cool down syndrome. No, as MC and now who will be a beca. Then yet, the woman in now, Betty. But a crabby a woman, a 2-4. Into yen take yen faddy a 2-4. Yen fanya juma. Bye. Take care, guys.